right, number 20. Now, this is going to be the hardest problem of 1 through 20 so far for you guys. But think it through and it makes sense. A total of 243 adults and children are at a movie theater. So we need to write an equation for that. That's what they want. They want us to write an equation. So you have adults and children, 243 of you. So that right away means, hey, here's the adults, and they use B for children. I use C, but hey, they use B for the children. I know the number of adults, A, plus the number of children has to add up to 243. That's the first thing I get from that statement. A total of 243 adults and children are at a movie theater. Now, it could be 242 adults and one child. Could vice versa. It could be one adult, 240. We don't know, but we know the number of adults plus the number of children equals 243. That's what we know. Now, the next statement, there are 109 more adults. So we know, hey, there's a lot more adults than there are children in the theater. If A represents the number of adults and B represents the number of children, which system of equations? So we've got the A plus B is 243. We see it here. We see it here. We see it here. We see it here. So even if we couldn't figure that out, we'd be like, hey, that's got to obviously be there. Now, the question is, what is this relationship between the number of adults and the number of children? Now, we got to make them balance, right? We got to make them balance. So if I have, imagine a 4 here and a 6 here, what I'm going to have to do to make them balance is I'm going to have to add 2 to make them balance. I'm going to have to add something there. Okay. So it says there are 109 more adults. Sorry, I lost where it was. 109 more adults. So here's the number of adults. There's 109 more there. That means here's the number of children. To balance this, we're going to have to add 109 to the number of children. That'll be how many adults we have. Because imagine there's 109 more adults. So imagine that we had 110 adults. Well, that meant you had one child plus the 109 extra. Those would balance. This is the equation we need right here. A is equal to B plus 109, which is right there. We know it's an addition, so we knew this multiplication with that was gone, and that didn't make any sense. So that's what it is. And we could even look here. Here, B's representing children. Children is not going to equal the number of adults plus 109 more because there's 109 more adults, so it doesn't make any sense. So this is the case. Choice C is our answer here. And again, I know that's difficult, but you just have to think it through. Use your common sense a little bit to think it through. And even you can sometimes plug in numbers to help you see what works and what doesn't.